In the vibrant heart of Maputo, where the sun kisses the earth with a constant warmth, there existed a small workshop called Hope on Wheels. It was the realm of António, a mechanic whose hands were blessed with the ability to whisper to engines and soothe weary metal. The workshop, inherited from his father and grandfather, was more than just a workplace. It was a sanctuary of memories and dreams. António, however, was facing a tide of misfortune. Large workshops, gleaming and modern, were attracting customers with promises of cutting-edge technology and fast service. Hope on Wheels seemed destined to become just another faded memory in the urban landscape. One day, a metal skeleton on wheels appeared in front of the workshop. It was an old car, corroded by rust and time, a monument to abandonment. Mr. Armando, an old man with a face etched with life stories, explained that the car had once been his pride, but now it was just a dead weight. António, with a gleam of determination in his eyes, offered to take it. The following weeks were a symphony of hard work. António immersed himself in the project, each day a battle against corrosion and decay. But as he cleaned the rust and salvaged parts, a vision began to take shape in his mind. This would not just be a restored car. It would be a statement, a celebration of ingenuity and beauty. He scoured junkyards, rescuing forgotten parts. He used recycled metal to create intricate details, transforming scrap into art. The interior was adorned with vibrant fabrics and polished wood, a stark contrast to the weathered exterior. The engine, once moribund, now roared with new life, a testament to António's skill. Finally, the day of the unveiling arrived. António opened the doors of the workshop, revealing a sight that left everyone breathless. The old car was no longer a pile of junk. It was a masterpiece, a fusion of art and engineering. The bodywork, painted in vibrant shades of blue and green, captured the essence of Maputo's sky and sea. Recycled metal details shone in the sun, and the interior exuded a rustic and elegant charm. News spread like wildfire. People from all over the city came to admire António's creation. The local press hailed him as a genius, an artist who had transformed trash into luxury. Hope on Wheels was reborn, not just as a workshop, but as a beacon of creativity and innovation. But the story was far from over. A wealthy tycoon, known for his collection of rare cars, heard about António's work. He arrived at the workshop in a limousine, accompanied by security guards and advisors. He offered António an exorbitant sum for the car, enough money to solve all his problems and secure a comfortable future. António was torn. The money could save the workshop, give him the security he so desired. But the car was more than metal and paint. It was the embodiment of his passion, a symbol of his resilience. That night, António couldn't sleep. He walked around the workshop, running his hand over the car's body, remembering every moment of sweat and inspiration. He knew he couldn't sell it. He couldn't betray himself, nor the hope he had rekindled in his heart. The next day, the tycoon returned, expecting to close the deal. António faced him firmly and said, "Sir, I appreciate your offer, but this car is not for sale. It represents something far more valuable than money." The tycoon was furious. Accustomed to getting everything he wanted, he threatened António, promising to use his influence to ruin the workshop. António was not intimidated. He knew he was doing the right thing, even if it meant losing everything. The tycoon's words were not empty. Soon, António's workshop faced rigorous inspections, unfair fines, and a smear campaign in the media. Customers disappeared, fearing retaliation. António was on the verge of despair, but he didn't give up. It was then that the community rallied together. Neighbors, friends, and even former customers organized a support campaign. They protested against the tycoon's tactics, spread António's story on social media, and donated money to help the workshop survive. The outpouring of support was overwhelming. António's story touched people's hearts, inspiring them to fight against injustice and defend creativity. The public pressure became unbearable, and the tycoon, fearing damage to his reputation, backed down. Hope on Wheels not only survived but thrived. António became a symbol of hope and resilience, an example of how passion and community can triumph over adversity. He continued to transform old cars into works of art, each creation a celebration of beauty and ingenuity. And so, in the heart of Maputo, the small workshop continued to shine, a beacon of hope on wheels, reminding everyone that creativity, when driven by passion and supported by the community, can solve any problem, no matter how difficult it seems.